Meghan Markle is using the wildfires to virtue signal, and knowing her track record, I should not be surprised by this. She was spotted with Prince Harry showing up in Pasadena to hand out food and water to wildfire victims. And she even had a little photo op with the mayor of Pasadena, who vocally praised them on the news outlets there. Jack Posobiec posted the video saying, "Imagine losing everything in a fire, and then you have to put up with Meghan Markle on top of it."
All right, here we go.
Tragic. She's just, giving out free hugs. She might as well be wearing a sandwich board around her that says free hugs.
I don't believe for a second that hat wasn't a very specific strategic choice.
It's an LA hat there. That's what people really need after a wildfire.
I know that's what I would want,
hugs.
is hugs from Meghan Markle.
Hugs from Meghan Markle. Notoriously warm,
Look,
inviting,
I'll at least ask
down to earth.
I'll at least ask the question. Are we being a little cynical here? Is there any world in
for
which
sure,
this
yes.
is
Yes.
Wait, we are being cynical?
Yes, we are being cynical. Yes, of course. I mean, let's take this into account. We don't know her true intentions. I just usually take these celebrity photo ops and activist statements and charity, PR moments. I take them with a grain of salt, to say the least.
As you should always, like with any celebrity that goes out of their way to be seen on camera doing something good for people. There's kind of two schools of thought there. The cynical side is to say they're doing it for publicity, therefore it's not good. The less cynical side is to say, like, they got what they wanted out of it and somebody else got what they wanted out of it, therefore how bad could it be?
But here's the thing. An event like this, the one they're showing up to, seems like it's not doing anything for anyone. They invited a celebrity chef to make the food that they're passing out to people. Like, that's a photo op for him. Yeah. And the mayor is showing up and having conversations with important people and looking very sober and somber and concerned the whole time. And Meghan Markle is out here in a denim button-up shirt, looking really, she's getting, they say she's getting down and dirty. She's
giving
fraternizing with the commoners because she's, still a princess. She's stooping so low as to hand out sandwiches to the commoners. And she's rolling her sleeves up. She's kind of folksy.
Actually, a funny video would be she's putting her hat on. She's rolling up her sleeves, and you think she's gonna go dig ditches, and she's just giving hugs to regular people.
Before she walks out the door, her personal assistant is like, "The diamond earrings, take those out, take those out."
She's like,
"Oh, right."
And instead of going to do hard labor, she's just going to she's being forced to touch us, the normies.
Yeah, I mean, they were very effusively.
I will
this.
take the other perspective on this. Okay, she would also be criticized if she did nothing. So, what is the proper response to the general public? She's in a lose-lose situation in this because if she does nothing, she's a rich, entitled elitist who doesn't understand the struggles of the common man. If she does something, she's doing it for a photo op. What is the picture perfect, unquestionable method of helping people that doesn't get called out by the public? Well, you would say that is to give anonymously or to help anonymously, right? But that's kind of a weird catch-22. If she gives anonymously, there's no story here. So, I guess I always take the outcome of these situations as the real judgment point because everyone's getting what they want from the situation. The only problem is her reputation precedes her, and people aren't going to give her the benefit of the doubt that they might give, say, any singer who was ever on We Are the World or the recreation of it, which now people look at and say, look at these vain celebrities, making themselves feel better off the back of other people. I guess I don't know what the proper, unless there was a video of her, she puts the hat on backwards and she's digging, people out of the rubble, right? There's no winning in this situation.
I don't know exactly what is expected of her or if those expectations are fair, but to be fair to her critics as well, I have not seen proof so far that they have supported anyone financially. This is something they addressed in the news coverage as well. People are talking about donating all of their old shit that no one wants. No,
Who is it that
like
donated
they really
her whole
need
closet?
money.
Who is it that donated her whole closet? Oh, Halle Berry.
Yeah,
Said
and it's
she-
just like stupid bullshit that you're doing for like because it's low effort.
I was just laughing at that because I was thinking, like, imagine like the weird shit that celebrities wear that like nobody else
and
would wear.
it ends up
and
in a
somebody's just
Goodwill.
like, what
It
am
ends
I
up in a
supposed to-
Salvation Army.
What am I supposed to do with this?
It's just so dumb. It's such a virtue signal, and it's not just Meghan Markle doing it, but she is the prime example of someone who is wont to do that in Hollywood. And they're, praising her because this is her coming back to her roots because she was like raised in LA and these are her people. And I know, right? Like gagging with a damn spoon. But yeah, they were praising her for that. And then they live like 90 miles away from the Palisades in Montecito.
What is
so
this thing
they're
you
not
sent me?
being affected by the flames. Some people had a conspiracy theory that she had a crisis actor with her that was pretending to be a victim. Yeah. There she is hugging that person, and then they walk away with her. I don't know who that is or why they were hugging.
She tried to hug like a bunch of other people. They
That
were
was
like,
weird.
"Could you not touch me, please?"
But yeah, they live 90 miles away from the fires. So here's the only work of charity I've heard about from Harry and Meghan. They opened up their Montecito mansion to their celebrity friends who needed to evacuate. There have been over 30,000 people evacuating their homes over this.
Yeah.
And celebrities obviously are most affected.
They've got a bouncer at the door.
Celebrities are most affected.
They've got a bouncer at the door, and like to get into Meghan Markle's house, you have to pull up your IMDb.
You have to pull up your Raya. Justine Bateman responded to this video of Meghan and Harry saying, Meghan Markle and Harry are no better than ambulance chasers. What a repulsive photo op they achieved. They're touring the damage. Are they politicians now? They don't live here. They are tourists. Disaster tourists.
That would be the name of my band.
Disaster tourists.
Disaster tourists.
Then someone responded, when your hatred for Harry and Meghan overrides your compassion for fire victims, congratulations. You've officially lost your humanity.
I disagree with that, but I get the sentiment.
You can care about the victims and also criticize opportunistic clout chasers like Meghan Markle at the same time.
Yeah, like I said, I tend to, when it comes to these types of cases, which end up being about celebrity clout, I think that the best way to judge it is on how many people actually get helped. Whether they got their photo op or not doesn't really matter to me. It's what, like today, all the corporations are donating. There must be some tax bracket write-off that's perfect for 10 million because every corporation is donating exactly 10 million to all of this. And isn't Act Blue like skimming off the top of like half this shit too from what I've seen?
It's
like
going to salaries.
Most of this stuff is going through Act Blue, which means it's political in nature. Anyways, even if the money is going to a good cause, a portion of it is shaved off the top of every little one of those to go towards the 2028 presidential campaign. Of course. It's all very ridiculous. And look, she also is just never going to be given the benefit of the doubt because her reputation precedes her.
She probably feels like there's no way for her to win. And Meghan Markle, being the most sensitive person on the planet, decided to postpone the release of her Netflix show that everyone was so excited to see.
I'm starting to wonder if I should hate watch it and then I'll end up liking it.
It'll be like Your Great British Baking Show.
Yes.
Yeah, this cooking show, With Love, Meghan, is now postponed its release on Netflix because it was at her own request. They would not release this in sensitivity to the victims of the wildfires. Netflix released this press release yesterday. At the request of Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, and with the full support of Netflix, the release of the show With Love, Meghan, a heartfelt tribute to the beauty of Southern California, has been moved from its previously announced January premiere date to March 4th due to the ongoing devastation caused by the Los Angeles wildfires. Meghan says, I'm thankful to my partners at Netflix for supporting me in delaying the launch. as we focus on the needs of those impacted by the wildfires in my home state of California.
I'm wondering, look, I don't know where Netflix houses their servers and stuff like that, but a lot of the studios have shut down production.
It might be that they needed last minute work to be done on the show.
It's also not look, this is a very common thing. There used to be it was almost a meme where when school shootings really started to take off here in America, every few years, at least one episode of some show would have to put a disclaimer before an episode because it would have something similar in themes to something about a school shooting, and then the episode, and then a school shooting would happen around that time. I just watched an episode of Numbers last night where it's it has to do with a train derailment, and then it coincided with an episode of the show about a train derailment, and there was a real one. I'm like, well, that's kind of niche, right? It's not a school shooting, it's not a natural disaster, it's a train derailment. So.
There is a scene in the trailer for With Love, Meghan, where she turns on a gas stovetop and the flames go up. So there must have been
somebody will make some type of mimetic
something
out of that
really
with
offensive
AI.
about that.
Yeah.
I don't think that they delayed this show out of sensitivity to the wildfire victims. I think they saw the response was so loud and negative. They wanted to let that simmer down and let people forget about it so they could release it back, later on.
Yeah.
I think they left the comment section open on the trailer for Meghan's show, and saw a universally hateful response.
Yeah.
And they saw all these people saying they refuse to watch, so they want to let that die down before they actually put out the show.
I think I'm going to have to watch.
That's my conspiracy theory, at least.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.